guys want to come out near the pitcher's mound, we'll get you guys on the field. Next up is number 5, Josh Carney. Josh is headed to Dome to play baseball. His parents are Terry and Mike. Next up, number 6, Tony Cniglio. Tony's headed to Wayne State to play baseball. Parents Sarah and Pete. Next up, number 15, Ben Marquis. Ben is going to be headed to Lincoln this fall. Ben's parents are Michelle and Dan. Next up is number 17, John Lysick. John will be headed out west to play baseball at University of San Diego. John's parents are Angie and Neil Lysick. Now we'd like to honor number 18, Oliver Goebbels. Oliver will be headed to TCU, and his parents are Shannon and Brian Goebbels. Next up, number 21, Quinn Peterson. Quinn's going to be headed to Marquette this fall. His parents are Julie and Nick Peterson. The Creighton Prep family would like to give a big thank you to all the seniors that have put in all the hard work and dedication to the program. This is your 2025 senior class. Give them a round of applause.
And with that, we welcome you to a cool, wet evening here on the last day of April here at Jurgensen Park in the final home game of the season for the Junior Jays as they welcome the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest, a rematch of a game that was played just 5 days ago last Friday. Pair of teams that are very familiar with each other at this point as they meet for the second time in just a week. Mike Knockenauer alongside Colton Alder to bring you the action here from senior night at Jurgensen Park. Glad you're with us. Colton, what do you expect here from the Junior Jays and the Silverhawks this evening?
Junior Jays entering this game on a 4-game winning streak, including the first game of that streak being that aforementioned win versus Lincoln Southwest. Their offense has been on a roll recently, scoring 10 runs in 3 of the 4 games of the streak and scoring 8 in their most recent matchup versus Millard North in their last game yesterday. They'll look to send these seniors off with a victory in their final ever home game as Easton Laux takes the mound.
As you mentioned, the junior Easton Laux on the bump this evening, making his 7th appearance on the season. He's had a very solid start to his year. ERA just under 3.5 over the second most innings on the team with 22 1/3. A whip of 1.75 and a strikeout to walk ratio of 19-11. But the Junior Jays are going to need some production from him this evening as they face a very strong Lincoln Southwest team. Junior Jays lead this series 14-6 since 2008. And as we mentioned, last Friday these two teams met. It was the Junior Jays with 9 runs in the 5th and 6th innings that boosted them to an eventual 10-3 win. As the leadoff man in Brennan Vernon takes that one outside for ball 1. Check swing fouled off. He'll even the count. One from Laux. That one runs away, 2-1. That breaking ball, not enough bite on it. And now Vernon has worked his way into a hitter's count.
You can't afford to walk the leadoff guy here. Just need to throw something competitive.
That one runs high upstairs, and the leadoff man aboard for the Silverhawks. Vernon draws the leadoff walk. And that's a good start for the visitors from Lincoln, who traveled up north this afternoon. It was a rainy afternoon here in the metro area. But things have dried out here just in time for this one this evening. This one up the middle to Birchfield. He bobbles it, but he's able to maintain a play and still able to flip it on to second.
It was pretty scary seeing him bobble that initially, but Birchfield able to stay focused, stick with the play, and he gets the out at second. And that takes the speedy Vernon off the base paths as well.
So Landon Sandy grounds into grounds into a fielder's choice up at second. And that one now gets away from Caniglio. And the courtesy runner in Jackson Piper is able to work his way up to second. And now the 3-hitter in Luke Mitchell finds himself up in the count 2-0.
We've seen wild pitches be an issue for this Junior J team all season, and that's just a situation where you can't afford to let that one get to the backstop and put a runner in scoring position.
That one fouled away. Yeah, as you mentioned, already a runner in scoring position for the Silverhawks. And that wild pitch takes the double play ball out of order. 2-1 to Mitchell. That one just outside, now 3-1. Mitchell leading this team with a 4.10 average coming into today, as well as second on the team with 17 RBIs. 3-1 pitch. That one catches the outside part of the plate, and we've got ourselves a full count.
That's a big strike there. You don't want Mitchell to get on base because in addition to his numbers at the plate, he has also stolen 16 bases. Laux can't afford to put him on here, just needs to bear down and get this second out.
Laux will step off and take a second as the payoff pitch looms. 3-2. That one's going to be fouled away over to the parking lot here on the east side of the building.
As Alex Tejan would say, I hope that didn't hit my car.
Last baseball broadcast, we got to bring it out. With the foul ball, we'll do it again. Laux comes set. Payoff pitch once more. Breaking ball, gets a swing and a miss from Mitchell, and he's down on strikes. A big second out there here in the first, as Laux is able to put down the Silverhawks 3-hitter. That's a big spot there from Laux as he's able to get the ever-important second out of the inning, as that brings Ty Phillips, the cleanup hitter, to the plate, and a breaking ball is in there right away for strike one.
And a pair of beautiful pitches to get that strikeout and then to get that first pitch strike to Phillips. That breaking ball looking sharp early on.
0-1 is in there. And Laux quickly working his way to an 0-2 count. Laux deals. That one's tipped off the glove of Caniglio, so Phillips will stay alive.
That was a high fastball. Phillips just trying to protect there, and he's lucky that he was able to get just a little bit of his bat on it, because that was a good pitch by Laux that could have ended the inning.
0-2 once again. This one grounded over to the first base coach, who makes a good play. But Phillips, once again, fights off another 0-2 pitch. Piper's still up at second in scoring position. The 0-2 once again. That one's up and away. So Phillips finally able to draw a ball. But Laux still up in the count, trying to work his way out of the top of the first. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball away from Ty Phillips, as Laux able to work his way out of the first inning, scoreless, as the Junior Jays will come to the plate for the first time. You're watching Class A baseball here on CPSN. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good one in store here at Jorgensen. Easton Laux able to work a scoreless top half of the first for the Junior Jays, as now the home half of the first. Aiden Stelling on the bump this evening for the Silverhawks. He'll face Logan Birchfield, Charlie Ziola, and Liam Smithberg. 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom half of the first for the Junior Jays. Colton, what can you tell us about the Silverhawks? Man on the bump tonight.
7th appearance of the year for Stelling. He has pitched 20 innings to a 4.20 ERA. Has struck out 19 to 9 walks so far this year. Looking to put together one of his better outings of the season on the road here today.
Fires that one in for strike one. Swing and a miss. Stelling quickly up 0-2 on the Junior Jays leadoff man, who went 0 for 2 yesterday but had 2 walks. Came around to score. Had the only stolen base of the evening for the Junior Jays. And they would love it if he was able to get aboard here to lead things off in the bottom of the first, as that one misses outside on the 0-2 pitch.
Birchfield, one of the 2 seniors in the lineup today alongside Tony Caniglio.
1-2. This one going to be grounded to the left side. On to make the play is the third baseman. That one draws Vokun off the bag over there at first. So Birchfield's going to reach on an error by the third baseman in Kaysen Seymour. So an E5 puts Birchfield aboard, and that's a big miscue there here early from the Silverhawks.
Birchfield's speed making a difference there. Forced a quick throw from Seymour over at third.
This one going to be sent opposite field. It's over the glove of Clark out in left. Birchfield rounding second. He's going to get held at third. And Ziola's in with a stand-up double. And just like that, the 1-2 hitters deliver 2 in scoring position for what is arguably the Junior Jays' hottest hitter in Liam Smithberg, here with no outs in the bottom of the first.
Ziola's been on a roll as of late, leading the team in batting average, hits, and runs this season, and just provides a big impact there from the 2 spot with a runner already on base, swinging away and hits that ball deep the other way. Not an easy play out there in left, and not able to catch up to it. Some good hitting from Ziola, and now there's 2 in scoring position with nobody out.
Ziola leading the team in average, 419 coming into today. Right behind him with 418 is Liam Smithberg, who went 4 for 5 last night with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. And he's in a prime position here with a runner on second and third with no outs here in the bottom of the first. Junior Jays with a great opportunity to set the tone here early in this one.
Over the last 4 games, Smithberg has multiple hits in all 4. And also has 14 RBIs in just a 4-game span. Just been on fire for the Junior Jays and moving them up in the lineup today. Right in the hot hand here, and he's looking to bring some runs in here in the first.
That one misses just outside. Great eye from Smithberg, who leads the team in RBIs with 24. There's 2 aboard for him to try and up that number, but finds himself in a 2-2 count with Stelling. Kicks, deals. That one tipped into the ground. Smithberg stays alive.
No wind here today. Smithberg has hit 3 home runs in the last 3 games. Obviously, not easy to hit a home run here at Jurgensen, but he's been on a roll in that front recently.
It's only 375 to dead center, but some extra tall walls. As that one fouled off once again in Smithburg and Stelling. Here in a pitcher-batter duel early in this one. 7th pitch of the at-bat. That one's high in the zone, and Smithburg sends it up the middle. Birchfield comes in easily to score. Here comes Ziola flying around third. He'll score as well. It's a 2-run single for Liam Smithburg, and the Junior Jays strike quick. It's 2-0.
5th straight game now with multiple RBI for Liam Smithburg. He has just been on a tear recently and comes up clutch yet again there. Just gets his bat on it, hits it up the middle. And with the speed of Ziola, he was able to score from second on that, in addition to Birchfield from third. Great at bat there from Smithburg. 7 pitches, staying alive, and ultimately bringing home the first runs of this game.
This one fouled away by Caniglio. It's worth noting that the leadoff man in Logan Birchfield, they're actually going to rule that an infield single. So Birchfield singles, Ziola doubles, and then Smithburg brings them both home with a single. So 3 straight hits for the 1-2-3 hitters, and now the cleanup man and the catcher, senior Tony Caniglio, at the plate. This one fouled away, and he's quickly down 0-2. From Stelling. That one down and away. A good take there from Caniglio. He sees ball 1.
Stelling has thrown a lot of strikes, but he's also thrown some good pitches to hit. And there, Caniglio able to hold up on one that was outside the zone. Now 1-2, looking for something he can do some damage on.
1-2 pitch. This one going to be chopped high to Vernon at short. He'll flip over to second for 1. But Caniglio, plenty of time to leg it out to first. So the fielder's choice will record the first out of the inning, as Caniglio will come off. It'll be the speedy Ben Marquis, another senior, coming in to courtesy run. Marquis with 4 stolen bases on the year. So it'll be interesting to see if they send him, as now we have a bit of a confusion over at the Lincoln Southeast dugout. Excuse me, Lincoln Southwest dugout.
Believe it to be an issue with the mask of the catcher.
Yeah, Landon Sandy. Yeah, it looks to be an issue with his mask. So he seemed to get that straightened out. We'll bring the Nebraska commit Cal Anthony to the plate as Stelling checks Marquis back at first. He'll do it once more. Anthony with a multi-hit game yesterday. Went 2 for 3. So he'll hit in the 5 spot this evening as he fouls that one off.
Marquis is a stolen base threat. Over there, 4 on the year for him.
Junior Jays with 53 stolen bases in 25 games this season. This one rides inside for ball 1. Stelling continuing to check back Marquis over at first, as you mentioned, is a stolen base threat. As Marquis goes, swing and a foul by Anthony, so Marquis will retreat back to first, as now it's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, hit and run there on 1-1. Not a bad call, but in the end, Anthony just fouls it back instead of putting it into play. So Marquis would just heads back to first.
Stelling continuing to check Marquis over at first. Obviously took off with that last pitch. He'll stay put here as Anthony shoots this one foul over on the right side. He'll stay alive as that one was fouled over by the visitors' bullpen. Do the 1-2 once again. Marquis takes off as Anthony's punched out, and then it's a throw out by Sandy down to second. A strike him out, throw him out for the Silverhawks to end off the bottom of the first, but the Junior Jays able to strike with a 2-run single from Liam Smithberg. They'll take a 2-0 lead here after one. Don't go anywhere. We've got ourselves a good one. Senior night here at Jorgensen. Start of the second frame here at Jorgensen Park. Junior Jays bring across 2 in the bottom half of the first. As Easton Laux back out there found himself in a little bit of trouble as a runner found his way into scoring position there in the top half of the first, but Laux, with a couple of punch-outs, was able to work his way out of it. Back out there for his second inning of work as he gets the third baseman, Kaysen Seymour, down 0-2 quickly.
That breaking ball has got him his first 2 strikeouts. See if he goes back to that here on a 1-2 count.
1-2 from Laux. He does go back to it. This one sent high to left, but back to make the catch is Ziola. So Seymour able to get a good piece of that one, but Ziola out there and left, able to make the grab for the first out.
Looked like Seymour was sitting on the breaking pitch, but in the end just hits it a bit too high up in the air, and Ziola able to make the play. Maybe an unfortunate break for him, but a big first out for Laux.
Caleb Bolt. The second baseman this evening. Takes ball 2 high, 2-1. This one grounded over to third. Cato makes the play on to first. And quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the top half of the second.
Big to get a quick start to this inning. Laux threw 19 pitches in the first. Gets through the first 2 batters in just 8. He's looking to get out of this inning quickly, keep his pitch count low.
First baseman Alex Vokoun stepping to the plate as he waves on a high fastball for strike 1. That one grounded foul. And once again, Laux working his way into an 0-2 count.
He's putting the ball in the strike zone this inning. Getting some solid at-bats and almost got the punch out there.
One, 2 from Laux. Swung on and missed. A 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the second. And the Junior Jays get off the field quickly. We head to the home half of the second. Junior Jays still up 2-0. Junior Jays brought across 2 in the bottom half of the first, and then Easton Laux works a 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the second. As the Junior Jay offense right back out there. Cosgrove, Cato, Anderson, 6, 7, 8 due up here in the bottom of the second. Junior Jays looking to already add on to their 2-0 lead. As Aiden Stelling back out there for his second inning of work, gave up 3 consecutive hits to the 1-2-3 hitters for the Junior Jays, but then was able to limit the damage, keep it only to 2 runs. So he gets Cosgrove to foul that one off, 1-1.
Cosgrove has hit well recently over the 2 games prior to the Millard North matchup. He went a combined 4 for 4 over those 2. Looking to get back to that here today.
Two on from Stelling. That one fouled off as well. Count evens at 2-2. Stelling kicks, deals that one outside, and Cosgrove works the count full. Payoff pitch. That one rides up and in. Leadoff man aboard as Cosgrove draws a walk to start things off here in the bottom of the second.
Great at bat there from Cosgrove. forces Stelling to throw a lot of pitches there and able to get on base to begin the inning. Just some solid hitting there from Cosgrove, and now they've got the leadoff man on for the second straight frame.
Stelling had 21 pitches in that opening frame, and then 6 on that at-bat to Cosgrove as he fires in strike 1 to Cato. So Stelling is up to 28 pitches through an inning of work so far. Junior Jays are definitely going to want to continue to work that pitch count up. Stelling's 1-1. Fouled off by Cato into his leg. That one never feels good. And he falls behind in the count, 1-2.
Come on, Bryce. Stay on the baseball.
One, two, runs just outside. Stelling was trying to find that outside part of the plate.
Junior Jays getting deep into another count against Stelling. They've done a good job of that early on today. Cato looking to take advantage of a long at bat like Cosgrove and Smithburg have done so far.
2-2. That one fouled away. Junior Jays, as you mentioned, continuing to work their way in these counts. Cato only the 7-hitter, but already multiple 5+ pitch at-bats as Cato will call time. As we'll do the 2-2 once again. Cosgrove over at first after he led things off with a leadoff walk. That one misses up high. And now Cato's able to work his way into a full count.
Pair of 6-pitch at-bats to open off this frame. Now pitch number 7 coming in. Chance for Cato to do something here with 3-2 count.
Payoff pitch, fouled away. And now this at-bat will have an 8th pitch, so at the minimum, it'll be 14 pitches for Stelling through the first 2 batters of the bottom half of the second. Payoff pitch once again. That one catches the zone, strike 3, as Stelling will sit down Cato on a backwards K, but it took him 8 pitches to do so.
That's an at-bat for Cato where you're disappointed with the end result, but you have to feel at least some pride in the fact that you forced him to throw 8 pitches and ran up that pitch count a little bit. Now, Stelling already with 14 this inning could leave him more susceptible to mistakes as this frame goes along.
Brings up the 8-hitter Garrett Anderson. Slotted in at shortstop. He'll ground this one to Vernon at short. On to second for 1, over to first. Anderson's able to leg it out. So the 6'4" fielder's choice will get the second out of the inning. But Anderson able to reach first and prevent the double play. And that allows Teddy Stratman, the 9-hole hitter, to get a plate appearance here with 2 out, bottom 2. Stratman looks at strike 1.
On that ground ball, I don't know if it just took a bad hop or Vernon misread it, but kind of fielded that ball a little bit strange and allowed Anderson to get on base. Not an error by any means, but just very small thing that could lead to something this inning.
This is a high chop that eats up the third baseman in Seymour, and some heads-up base running from Garrett Anderson as Seymour was drawn all the way to the middle of the field. Anderson rounded second and didn't stop as he saw that third base was empty. So an infield single from Stratman puts runners on the corners, and now the lineup card flipping over for Logan Birchfield in the top of the order.
Stratman just puts that ball in play, bounces way up in the air and causing some chaos on the field. And as you said, great base running from Anderson. Noticing they wouldn't be able to make a play at third, just sneaking up that extra 90 feet. Now Birchfield's got a chance to try and extend this lead.
This one chopped over to third, and that will go just foul as Seymour let it bounce foul. But as we mentioned, very rainy throughout the afternoon hours. Have to wonder how that may be affecting the playing surface here at Jurgensen. That one fouled away, and Birchfield down 0-2. To me, that Stratman chopper looked like it hit the plate or maybe just in front of home plate, but it bounced a mile in the air. And Seymour, even if he was able to field it cleanly, Stratman was going to have a really good chance of legging it out over at first. And nonetheless, 0-2 pitch, and now a pickoff attempt here from Stelling. They're going to call him safe at second. Here comes Anderson home. He will score. Stelling faked the pickoff to third and then had Stratman caught up, but able to get under the tag over at second. And once again, heads up base running from Anderson as he comes flying home. Junior Jays add some insurance, and they make it 3-0.
Anderson again just taking the extra base. Great heads up play, but it was also the slide from Stratman to get in at second. I thought he was going to be out, but able to get around the tag, and that gives Anderson the opportunity to score there. Just some great base running all around after a play that looked like it was going to end the inning, but ends up bringing home a run, and now Stratman in scoring position too. Just a couple small plays, and by mere inches a couple of times, the Junior Jays have been able to keep this inning alive and end up playing their third run of the game.
Birchfield fouls that one off. That's pitch number 43 for Stelling. We'll do the 1-2 once again. This one shot up the middle. That one's going to get into the gap. Birchfield rounds first. He's going to be headed to second. Stratman comes around to score. It's a stand-up RBI double for Logan Birchfield. And the Junior Jays have crafted 2 runs here in the bottom half of the second to extend their lead. It's 4-0.
And after that last base hit, came on a ball that was hit maybe a foot or two in front of the plate. Logan Birchfield got all of that one. Just rockets it right back up the middle, and with his speed, able to get to second on a ball into the gap, and Stratman's speed allowing him to score easily. Just some good hitting there from Birchfield, and he brings home another run as this Junior J offense continues their torrid pace thus far in the first 2 innings.
Birchfield now 2 for 2 on the day. That brings up Ziola to the plate, who's having one heck of a junior campaign. Doubled back in the first, and then eventually came around to score on the Smithburg 2-run single that opened up the scoring. But here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, Junior Jays looking to add on even more if they can. This one, shot to center. Back on it is Mitchell. It's over his head. Birchfield will jog in to score the 5th run. And Ziola with his 2nd double of the evening makes it 5-0 Junior Jays and a 3 spot here in the bottom of the 2nd.
With the way Charlie Ziola's been hitting for the past month or so, that might not be deep enough when the ball comes off of his bat. Just hits it deep to center and able to get it over the center fielder's head and bring home another run with his 2nd double of the game. This offense just continuing to get all over Stelling, and so far already a 5-run cushion that they've built up for Laux. They have to be thrilled with how this senior night has started for them.
5 runs on 6 hits so far. 5 of those hits coming from the 1-2-3 hitters. Birchfield 2 for 2. Now Ziola 2 for 2. And Smithburg with the 2-run RBI single back in the 1st. He's 1 for 1. Birchfield swapped places. Ziola swapped places with Birchfield. And now Smithburg is most likely going to be thinking the same thing with Ziola if he can. All 3 runs this inning coming with 2 outs here for the Junior Jays. 1-1 pitch from Stelling. Swung on and missed. A good pitch there. 1-2 now to Smithburg.
Smithburg fell into a 2-strike count against Stelling in the 1st and just kept working in that at-bat, and ultimately on pitch number 7 drove in a pair of runs.
1-2 down and away. It's pitch number 50 for Stelling. Pitch number 30 of the inning on its way. 2-2 swung on, tipped into the glove of Sandy, and that will end the bottom half of the 2nd, but not before the Junior Jays bring across 3 two-out runs to make it 5-0 here on senior night at Jurgensen. After 2, Junior Jays up 5-0. Start of the 3rd here at Jurgensen. There's been some fireworks on offense for the Junior Jays so far in this one. 2 in the bottom half of the 1st and then 3 in the bottom half of the 2nd. Has made this a 5-0 game through just 2. A lot of game left here as Laux hits Joaquin Olivius. That will be the way things start out here in the top of the 3rd as the Silverhawks already at a 5-run deficit, but early in this one, top of 3. A lot of time to work with. As I've heard all throughout my life, you don't need it all at once.
Yeah, if you're trailing by this much this early in the game, you can't get in the feeling of we need to get this deficit all back in one inning, just get a run or two. That would be the strategy. And
good bounce back there from Laux as he sits down Brandon Clark on 3 pitches. But that will bring back Brendan Vernon, the top of the lineup for the Silverhawks. Vernon led off the game with a walk. He was the only Silverhawk outside of Olivas just now reaching. One of 2 Silverhawks to reach through the first time in the lineup. That 1-1 pitch in there for strike 2.
And Laux has done a good job getting back in these counts after the hit by pitch.
1-2, skied foul.
We saw this with Seymour a little bit earlier, but it looks like these Silverhawk hitters are sitting on the breaking ball in these 2-strike counts. Could impact what Laux goes with here.
That one misses just outside. We'll even the count at 2-2. This one shot over to third. A diving grab by Cato. Throw over to first is going to sail over the head of Cosgrove. Olivas will stay put at first, but a great play over there at the hot corner by the Nebraska commit, Braden Cato. Was a surefire double if that gets past him. But a great play by Cato for the second out of the inning, and then Olivas stays put over at first, nearly able to double him off.
Yeah, that was incredible defense there. That ball was just smoked off the bat. Had to react to it very quickly, but an incredible diving play over there. And Laux has to be very happy with his third baseman for picking him up on that one.
So now Landon Sandy, the Silverhawks backstop, up to the plate. One catches the top part of the zone for strike 2. One, two from Laux. This one going to be shot up the middle. And Sandy gives the Silverhawks their first hit of the evening here in the top half of the third. That'll move Olivas up to second. So 2 on with 2 out. And this is the guy you want up if you're Lincoln Southwest. The center fielder in Luke Mitchell.
He's been their best hitter this season, and he's got a chance to get the first run on the board. But the importance of that play from Cato in the at-bat versus Vernon only increases, because not only would that hit by Vernon would have probably brought in a run, but that hit by Sandy probably would have brought Vernon in as well. So Cato probably saving 2 runs with his glove there. Just a huge play on his part.
That went up and away. Laux' first 2 pitches far away from the zone. Finds himself in a 2-0 hole to the Silverhawks 3-hitter. Goes inside and misses. So now 3-0. Three O's in there for strike 1. So hitters count here for Luke Mitchell. That one shot to the right side. It's going to get into right field. Anthony fields it. Here comes all of us trying to score. Relay gets him at the plate. Junior Jays cut down the runner at home, and that will get them out of the top of the 3rd. A great relay from Anthony to Caniglio, and that is how the top half of the 3rd ends. Junior Jays still up 5-0 here as we head to the home half of the 3rd. Junior Jays with some great defense in the top half of the 3rd keeps Lincoln Southwest off the board and maintains a 5-0 lead. Aiden Stelling back out there. Already with 51 pitches through 2 innings, but good start here as he gets the Junior J catcher in Tony Caniglio to wave on strike 1. And misses low for ball 1.
Something interesting going back to the last matchup between these two teams. Creighton Prep has scored 14 runs in the last 4 innings against Lincoln Southwest. They've seen this pitching staff really well after they only got 1 in the first 4 innings of that matchup back on Thursday of last week. Friday of last week, excuse me, but
1-2 to Caniglio, down and away. But yeah, as you mentioned, Colton, Junior Jays put up 9 combined runs in the 5th and 6th innings last Friday. They were down 3-1, but 9 unanswered runs gave them the 10-3 win. This one, a soft grounder over to Seymour at 3rd. He can't come up with it. And now Caniglio will reach on an error to start off the bottom of the 3rd. Junior J is continuing to put leadoff guys on, and it has paid off here up to this point.
And for Stelling, that one has to be frustrating. Got some soft contact there on a ground ball, but just not able to make the play defensively. And now he's going to have to get an extra out after it looked like he was going to get that first one
I went in there for strike one. Oh, one to Anthony. This one grounded to second, eats up Bolt, and dribbles into right field. So 2 straight errors and 2 straight base runners for the Junior Jays here in the bottom of the third. 2 on with no out.
Yeah, for the Junior Jays, it's just been put the ball in play and use your speed to force mistakes defensively. And that was a play right there where the second baseman and Bolt was going to have a difficult play at either first or second. Felt like he had to rush himself, and results in him not fielding it cleanly. And now a pair of base runners to open off the frame due to the pressure that they put on this Lincoln Southwest defense.
Yeah, Jack Cosgrove up to the plate. Cosgrove showed bunt on the first pitch of the at-bat. He'll show bunt again. This time he'll get it down. Well placed over there to Seymour at third. He's able to throw on to first for the out, but sack bunt from Cosgrove does its job, moving 2 runners up into scoring position here with only 1 out. And a very dangerous bat coming up to the plate. Braden Cato with 17 RBIs on the year. That's 3rd most on the team. Struck out back in the second, but now comes up here with 2 on in scoring position. Junior Jays already looking to add even more insurance. That one outside.
He may not have a run batted in at the plate so far today, but he did save either 1 or 2 runs with his glove back in the top half. A tremendous diving play on a line drive from Vernon that ended up keeping Lincoln Southwest off the scoreboard.
This one lined down the left field line, but just goes foul. As you were mentioning, Colton, a great defensive top half of the third for Braden Cato, along with this entire Junior J defense. After the foul ball, it'll be a 1-1 count to Cato. Stelling deals off speed, gets Cato to wave at strike 2.
This Lincoln Southwest defense is playing him pretty far in right now. Hard hit ground ball where a liner could bring in a run.
This one over to short. Vernon makes the play and the runners stay put, so best case scenario for the Silverhawks as they get Cato to ground out to short. Runners stay put at second and third. And Lincoln Southwest able to pick up the second out of the inning.
The defensive alignment coming up huge for them there. Probably not able to hold the runner at third in Marquee if they were playing further back. But just able to keep him there and get the out at first.
Breaking ball catches the inside part of the plate. Garrett Anderson up to the plate now, reached on a fielder's choice in the second, came around to score. That one misses inside, 1-1. Be a big momentum shift if the Silverhawks are able to nail things down and get out of this inning without surrendering any more runs as Anderson fouls that one off. It's 1-2.
Stelling has gotten through at bats a bit quicker this inning, which was needed with his count getting up there through 2, but now 1-2 looking to close it off.
That one catches the top part of the zone, and Stelling gets out of the inning with a backwards K to Garrett Anderson. Silverhawks keep it a 5-0 lead for the Junior Jays. We're through 3 here at Jurgensen. Don't go anywhere. Class A baseball right here on CPSN. Start of 4 here at Jurgensen. Junior Jays with a 5-0 lead here on senior night between Lincoln Southwest and Creighton Prep. Mike Nakanauer alongside Colton Alder. Second meeting in just 5 days between these two teams. The Junior Jays getting the better of the Silverhawks last Friday, 10-3. The Junior Jays hopped out to a quick 5-0 lead with 2 in the first and 3 in the second. But Silverhawks able to post a 0 there in the bottom half of the third, even though the Junior Jays had a pair in scoring position. One, two. Swung on and missed. Breaking ball elevated. Laux with 5 punch-outs here so far. That'll bring up Kaysen Seymour, the third baseman.
That was a great pitch there from Laux. Just breaking outside there, and with the lefty and Phillips up at the plate, Laux with the advantage uses that to get the punch out. He has looked incredibly sharp through the first 3 1/3 today.
That one misses just high, 2-0. That one misses as well. Now Laux down 3-0. That one misses as well. He'll walk Seymour on 4 pitches, so it's a 1-out walk.
Seymour saw him really well his first time up, and I don't know if that led to Laux pitching around him a little bit more there, but just a strong at bat from the Silverhawk third baseman, and he gets on to put at least some threat on there.
Swing and a miss from Caleb Bolt, the second baseman. misses for ball one. This one shot up the middle into center field. A well-struck single there from Caleb Bolt. And now the Silverhawks with 2 aboard.
Now batting for Lincoln Southwest. First baseman number 11, Alex Bokun.
After Laux looked dominant through the first 2 innings, this Silverhawk team has started to get some base runners against him, getting a lot harder contact and getting into some more favorable counts. This might be a situation where Laux is really going to need this out to Vokun here, not just for this inning, but to maybe propel him to pitching more later on in this game. That was his 64th pitch so far. So that's something to keep an eye on as well.
Great breaking ball there from Laux. Some nasty stuff there. 1-2 now. Punch out would be huge here. Trying to keep the runners at bay. That one in the dirt, but Caniglio able to corral it. He fires down to second. So even count, 2-2, 2 on, 1 out, top of 4. Laux his 67th pitch, and it clips Vokun on a 2-2 count, and that will load the bases here with only 1 out.
Now batting for Lincoln Southwest, DH number 16,
Joaquin
Olivas.
Olivas coming to the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. No one out in the bullpen yet for the Junior Jays. Laux through 3 1/3 has 68 pitches. That one grounded into left. Seymour comes in to score. Bolt will stay put at third. But an RBI single from Joaquin Olivas gives the Silverhawks their first run of the evening. And just like that, tying run at the plate.
Olivas being aggressive on that first pitch, just gets his bat on it. And Lincoln Southeast has done a good job staying active in counts, and Laux trying to get a first pitch strike across. And Olivas just knocking it in the left for a hit and bringing home the first run of this game for the Silverhawks.
So now the 9-hitter in Brandon Clark. Comes to the plate as the Silverhawks crack the scoreboard. Still a 4-run lead for the Junior Jays, but bases loaded situation for Easton Laux. That one misses outside, and it's 2-0. Catches the outside part of the plate. Action in both bullpens. That one upstairs, ball 3.
Now 3-1, you need to get the 9-hole hitter out here because Vernon and Sandy up at the top of the order have seen him really well.
This one going to be blooped into right. That one will get down. Anthony's throw to home is not in time. Bolt comes in to score. Back-to-back singles with the bases loaded. And the Silverhawks have made this a 5-2 game, and now the top of the lineup coming to the plate as the bases remain loaded with only one out.
There's some motion in the Junior J pen. At this point, it looks to be Vincent Constantino who's moving up there. Laux will stay in to try and get through this inning, but now a much more dangerous spot with only a 3-run lead now, and the scariest hitters in this lineup due up with just one out.
Vernon sends this one to center. Back on it is Stratman. He makes the catch. Vokun will come in to score, and the courtesy runner Drouse will move up to third. Throw gets away over at third, and Clark able to move up to second. So the second out is recorded by the Junior Jays, but still 2 in scoring position for Landon Sandy. Tying run at second, just like that. We've got ourselves a ball game here at Jurgensen.
And with a hitter as good as Vernon up at the plate, I don't know if you can be too upset with that. I mean, he does bring in the run, but you do get that second out of the inning, which not easy to get against somebody who's hit the ball as well as he has so far today. Now at this point, Sandy has also hit the ball pretty well in both of his at-bats, so he's going to need to be careful here.
That one a foul tip for strike one. Sandy 1 for 2 with a single so far. Big spot here in the top of the fourth. Laux the 1-1. Runs upstairs. Two one coming from Laux. Breaking ball into the zone for strike two.
That's a great pitch right there. Just gets it to clip back in on the inside, and now 2-2 just need to make one more good pitch.
Two from Laux. This one sent in the air to left. Back on it is Ziola. He makes the grab, and the Junior Jays get out of the inning. The Silverhawks, though, cut into the lead. It's now a 5-3 game. We've got ourselves an interesting one brewing here at Jurgensen. Class A baseball on CPSN. Don't go anywhere. Bottom half of the fourth coming up. Silverhawks put up 3 in the top half of the 4th. And just like that, this Junior J lead is down to 2. We were talking about it, Colton. It was 5-0 early, but there's a lot of game left. Lincoln Southwest making this a very interesting situation. Bottom 4 now. It'll be the 9-hitter, Teddy Stretman. And then the top of the lineup for the Junior J is 9-1-2. Here in the home half of the 4th. Stelling back out there for his 4th inning of work. But he finds himself down 3-0 quickly. Here the Junior J center fielder.
All 3 of the guys coming up for Creighton Prep this inning have given Stelling some problems so far. And Stratman getting ahead early in this count.
3-0 pitch. He'll take that one for strike 1. Stelling 72 pitches on the evening. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off. And Stelling able to work his way back to a full count. Payoff pitch. Grounded to the left side, and that one's going to eat up Seymour and dribble into left field. Junior J leadoff man on board once again. So Stratman does his job. And now the top of the lineup. Back up for the Junior Jays. Logan Birchfield 2 for 2 on the day. So he swings and misses at strike 1. Birchfield with a single and a double so far. Stratman goes. That one in there for ball 1. Down to second. They're going to call him safe. So Stratman with a stolen base moves up into scoring position with no one out.
And that's that speed of Teddy Stratman making another impact. He's gotten a pair of hits because of that speed and getting another stolen base. Just sneaking in below the tag, and now a runner in scoring position with nobody out and the top of the order due up. Good situation for the Junior Jays to bring this lead back up. Get another run on the board.
Birchfield shows bunt but pulls back and takes ball 2. Birchfield fouls this one off. Count even 2-2.
There's been movement in the Silverhawk pen for a while. You have to wonder if Birchfield gets on, if that might be the day for Stelling.
That one outside, and the count now full as Stelling nearing what will be his 80th pitch. Payoff from Stelling to Birchfield. That one runs inside, and Birchfield draws the walk. So the first two of the inning aboard for the Junior Jays.
Number 2, Charlie Ziola.
And Ziola coming back to the plate. He has been on fire recently. Leads the team in batting average. He's got a runner on first and second with no one out. As Aiden Stelling, sitting at 80 pitches on the evening, will have a talk with his catcher now. His coaches will come out, see if that is the end of the day for him. And it looks like it will. So Aiden Stelling's day comes to an end here in the bottom of the fourth with no one out. We will step aside and we'll give you a preview of the Silverhawks' new arm when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Got a good one here on CPSN. Call to the bullpen for Lincoln Southwest. Here in the bottom of the fourth, with 2 on and no outs, it's Andrew Jackson.
Jackson on the year, appearance number 6 for him, 3.75 ERA. He's pitched 18 and 2/3 innings, struck out 18 and walked 8. He'll look to have some better success against this Junior J lineup compared to the starter in Aiden Stelling.
He'll inherit Teddy Stratman up at second and Logan Birchfield over at first. As Stelling's day comes to an end after 80 pitches through 9 outs, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Ziola gets his bunt down the left side, but that one's going to roll foul. Ziola 2 for 2 so far. Has a pair of doubles. 1-1 pitch. He shows bunt again. And once again, fouls off to the left side. So, sack bunt most likely out of play now.
That might work to the benefit of the Junior Jays with Ziola seeing the ball as well as he has thus far today. 2 for 2. Both hits have been doubles for him.
1-2 pitch. Fouled off to the left side. Constantino remains out in the Junior J bullpen. Laux up to 79 pitches through 4 innings. He was able to limit the damage in the top of the 4th to only 3. 1-2 once again to Ziola. He'll send this one up the middle. They're going to wave Stratman around. He'll come home to score. Birchfield will go first to third. Make it a 3-double night for Charlie Ziola, and he makes it a 6-3 game for the Junior Jays. And now 2 in scoring position for Liam Smithberg as the Junior Jays looking to punch right back after giving up 3 in the top of the 4th.
The sack bunt didn't work out, but that ended up working out to the Junior Jays' benefit as Ziola staying alive in the at-bat and ends up hitting it hard yet again. Like you said, 3 doubles for Ziola already today. He's been hitting incredibly for a while now for the Junior Jays, and now another one of their hottest hitters right now, and Smithberg comes up with 2 runners in scoring position and a chance to extend this lead even more.
Junior Jays led by as much as 5. Silverhawks put up 3 in the top half of the 4th. The Junior Jays just added another to make it a 3-run game. Smithberg sends this one to right. That one will get past the right fielder. Birchfield will jog in to score. They're going to slam the brakes on Ziola. Smithberg with an RBI double makes it 7-3. And runners remain at second and third here with no outs as this Junior J offense finding some more success as Smithberg was able to poke that just out of the reach of Phillips over there in right. Has himself a stand-up double. That one going to be grounded to the left side. It'll get through. Ziola comes home to score. That'll make it 8-3. Smithberg will stay put at third. Runners on the corners now with with no outs as Caniglio drives home a run here on senior night. He's 2 for 3. As Marquis will come into courtesy run, and Cal Anthony will step to the plate. The Junior Jays have extended the lead back to 5. Gave up 3 in the top half. They've already put across 3 more. As the Silverhawks yet to record an out here in the bottom of the 4th.
And the Junior Jays have had 5 batters come up to the plate this inning. All 5 of them now have multiple hits on the day. As a team, they are 12 for 19 in official at-bats at the plate.
Swung on and missed. Anthony 1 for 2 here so far. But some more Junior J insurance just 90 feet away in Liam Smithberg. This one going to be skied high into right. Should be deep enough for Smithberg to tag. He'll head his way home. That one off the mark. Marquis will advance up to second. And it's a RBI sac fly for Cal Anthony. 4 runs here in the bottom half of the 4th, and the Junior Jays with their biggest lead of the evening so far at 9-3. Marquis up to scoring position, up at second. Cosgrove to the plate. Here still with only 1 out.
See the heads-up base running yet again. That's been a theme for the Junior Jays thus far today. And after they entered this inning with a 5-run lead and gave up 3 in the top half, their lead now bigger than it was entering this inning. Just a great bounce back from this offense, picking up their pitcher after a rough 4th. Now this lead to its biggest of the evening.
That one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. And 2 from Jackson to Cosgrove. As Cosgrove gets his bat on it over to second. Bolt on to make the throw over to first for the second out. Marquis moving up to third. So Cosgrove moves the runner up. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th for Braden Cato.
Just get it back from Cosgrove, moving the runner up to third. A productive out, and now Cato has a chance to bring the runner in with him just 90 feet away.
In there for strike 1. Breaking ball. Outside part of the plate for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Skied high to center. As that one will eventually be caught by the right fielder in Phillips as the wind took it over to right. But that will do it for the 4th inning. A lot of offense on both sides. The Silverhawks put up 3. The Junior Jays respond with 4. As they've grown their lead to the biggest it's been, they find themselves up 9-3. You're watching Class A Baseball Senior Night here at Jurgensen, right here on CPSN. We're through 4 here at Jurgensen. Junior Jays up 6. 9-3. A new arm in for Creighton Prep as Easton Laux sees his day come to a close after 4. Colton, what can you tell us about the junior and Vinny Constantino?
Constantino making his 6th appearance of the year, 2.90 ERA. has struck out 12 and walked 8 and 9 2/3 innings, but has only allowed 4 hits in that same time span. He'll look to get some innings here late.
As this one shot back up the middle, Luke Mitchell has himself a multi-hit night and a leadoff single here in the top half of the 5th.
Mitchell just getting his bat on that one, hits it hard. Able to get the leadoff single. Hitter with the highest average on the Silverhawk team, and he's able to start off this 5th inning with a hit. This Lincoln Southwest team looking to find any way back into this game.
Find themselves in a 6-run deficit, but still a lot of time to work with. They've got 9 outs. Here as we start the 5th. A lot of time left on both sides. A 1 from Constantino. Breaking ball upstairs. Constantino checks Mitchell back at first. And on top of leading the team in average, Mitchell also leading the team with 16 stolen bases. So definitely a threat over there at first. Two-one, swung on and missed. Constantino able to get that one by Ty Phillips. And he evens the count at 2-2.
For Constantino, just needs to get this first out, get some confidence built, and not allow a runner to get in the scoring position early.
This one going to be blooped to left, and it's going to fall. No one at third as Mitchell rounds second. He'll go first to third. It's a bloop double for Ty Phillips. And so now runners at second and third here with no outs for the Silverhawks.
Just some good hitting by Phillips to get his bat on that one and get it into the air, and maybe a little bit of luck to hit it into the part of the defense where the Junior Jays didn't have anyone covering, but great at bat on Phillips's part, and now a dangerous situation. Pair in scoring position with nobody out, and Seymour, who has seen the ball well so far today, comes up to the plate with a chance to bring something in.
That one misses for ball 1. Crowd here at Jurgensen wanted a strike on that one. Breaking ball finds its way into the zone. One runs inside and nearly hits Seymour. 2-1 now. This one grounded sharply to third. Cato able to snag it. Throw over to first is in time. And a heads-up play over there at third by Cato to make sure the runner stayed put. And able to get the first out of the inning.
And it looked like Mitchell was going to try and score on that one, but as you mentioned, heads-up defense from Cato to hold him over there and able to concentrate and make the play to get the out at first. Remains second and third, but now with 1 out and getting that first out, a huge confidence booster for Constantino.
0-1 low. Second baseman Caleb Bolt up to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. Scored 1 of the 3 runs for Lincoln Southwest. Works his way to a 2-1 count. That one misses, and it's 3-1. Fouled off. And we'll have ourselves a payoff pitch.
3-2, you need to get this out against Bolt. Can't allow the bases to get loaded here and just get that second out of the inning. Be huge for Constantino.
Fouled off. And Bolt will stay alive.
They're making him work on some of these at-bats as well. This is already 6 pitches to Bolt. This next one will be number 7.
Payoff pitch once again. Once again, fouled off. This is a huge spot here for both sides. Silverhawks looking to dig back into this Junior J lead. 3-2 again. It's a drop third strike. Caniglio on to first as the home plate umpire fell to the ground as now concern behind home plate. As we will step aside as they tend to him. Good to see the home plate umpire up and moving around after the drop third strike. That got the Junior Jays their second out of the inning. Constantino looking to work his way out of the 5th. That one fouled off.
Constantino, after allowing a pair of hits to open off this inning, has put together 2 really strong at-bats on the mound and looking to put together a 3rd straight against Vocoon. Now the first baseman building a little bit of an advantage. Here's a count, goes 2-1.
Breaking ball outside part of the plate for strike 2. Constantino looking to get out of it. That one up and in. And now back-to-back hitters with a full count. Constantino, 25, now 26 pitches. That one, a breaking ball that gets away. And that will load the bases with 2 outs.
Yeah, just breaking ball. Tried to get a swing and a miss outside from Vocoon, but instead able to lay off on it, and now bases loaded with 2 outs. You do have the force at any base, but now with Olivas, who got an RBI his last time up. Still a dangerous position for Constantino to be in.
Junior Jays with a 6-run cushion, but they'd like to keep it that way. Olivas 1 for 1 with a RBI so far. Swings and misses, and his bat goes flying. Thankfully, no one over there, but big swing there from Olivas. Makes it 1-1. Constantino, 29 pitches in relief here in this 5th inning so far. 30th is fouled off towards the Silverhawk dugout. Count 2-2.
If anything's hit on the ground here, they have a play at any base. So for Constantino, pitching to contact here might not be the worst play for him.
2-2, 2 outs. This one going to be grounded up the middle. Anderson will make the easy flip over to Birchfield, and the side is retired, and the Junior Jays strand 3 Silverhawk runners to keep them off the board in the top of the 5th. Junior Jays maintain a 9-3 lead through 4.5 here at Jurgensen. You're watching Class A baseball right here on CPSN. Bottom half of the 5th. Junior Jays with a 9-3 lead here on senior night. It was rainy earlier in the afternoon, but the showers have scattered away and left us with a beautiful night for baseball here on the last day of April. Mike Knockiner alongside Colton Alder. The Junior Jays close out regular season play at home. Meet Garrett Anderson to lead things off here in the home half of the 5th. 8-9-1 due up for the Junior Jays.
part of the order coming up that's hit very well today. Have a chance to build this lead even more already with a 6-run cushion after they've scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second, another 4 in the 4th inning.
And the 1-2-3 hitters for the Junior Jays are 7 for 8 with 6 RBIs and 6 runs scored. 5 doubles for the Junior Jays. All 5 of them coming from that 1-2-3 of the order, including 3 from Charlie Ziola as Anderson fouls that one off and stays alive at 2-2. But we talked about it pregame. Ziola and Smithburg have become quite the 1-2 punch. Ziola 419, Smithburg 418 coming into tonight. That will most likely be raised as Garrett Anderson continues to fight and foul off pitches. Junior Jays have done a great job of putting the leadoff man on each inning so far. Anderson looks to continue that trend. We'll do the 2-2 once again. Fouled up in the air, it'll get out of play. So Anderson continuing to fight off pitches. That's 4 foul balls in a row, 5 this at bat. It's a 2-2 count, but 8th pitch upcoming from Jackson to Anderson. 2-2 once again. This one outside, ball 3, count full.
That's a really good take from Anderson. These long at bats when you're in protect mode, fouling a bunch of pitches back in a row, pitcher might throw something outside to get a chase, but Anderson able to hold off.
Payoff is fouled as Anderson now with 6 foul balls in this at bat. 10th pitch upcoming.
This has been a great at bat so far, and being able to put this kind of pressure on a pitcher early on in the inning just needs to finish off by getting on, and he's continuing to stay alive now. Already 10 pitches so far, 11th coming up.
Win it, Garrett.
7 foul balls this at bat for Garrett Anderson. Regardless of the outcome, a great at bat. 3-2 is once again fouled off. The 11th pitch of the at bat. 8th foul ball will have a 12th upcoming. It'll be a 4th straight payoff pitch from Andrew Jackson to Garrett Anderson. 12th pitch of the at bat. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike 3. And a bitter end to what otherwise was a incredible at bat for Garrett Anderson, but Jackson finally able to punch out the Junior J shortstop on 12 pitches.
Great at bat on Anderson's part to force that pitch count up.
And now Stratman's going to bunt back to the pitcher, and the throw just beats him. So now 2 out as the top of the lineup comes back up to the plate.
And after the long at bat, Stratman trying to catch them off guard, get a bunt down to try and sneak his way on, but just some strong defense and able to get the speedster over at first. Now with 2 outs, it's the top of the order backup, Logan Birchfield at the plate.
One is line foul. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Jackson, this will be his 19th pitch of the at-bat, of the inning, excuse me. 19th pitch of the inning. Low for ball one. It was 14 pitches to Anderson. And then Stratman, one pitch, and he grounded out to the pitcher on a bunt. This one misses barely. Jackson thought it was strike three, but it evens the count at 2-2.
We'll say, Mike, a 19-pitch at-bat would be a pretty good one.
Say 14-pitch at-bat ain't too bad either, though. 2-2 to Birchfield. He'll foul that one off. He's worked his way into a quality at-bat as well. 6th pitch of the at-bat fouled off. And a 7th coming. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Swung on and missed. Birchfield down on strikes. 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Jackson. As the 5th inning comes to a close, Junior Jays maintain a 6-run lead, up 9-3. You're watching Class A baseball right here on CPSN. 6th inning coming up. Five gone here at Jurgensen Park. Junior Jays up 9-3 as Constantino back out there for his 2nd inning of work. It was an eventful top half of the 5th in relief for Constantino, but able to post a 0 as the Junior Jays left the bases loaded. Excuse me, the Silverhawks left the bases loaded in the top half of the 5th. It's a good pitch there from Constantino as he quickly works his way up in the count 1-2. This one shot to the left side. A hard play for Anderson. Just late on the throw. Pulled Cosgrove off the bag. As the 9-hitter Brandon Clark with a leadoff single here in the top of the 6th.
Some great speed there from Clark. On the ground ball, just able to beat it out as it was a very long throw for Anderson. Leadoff man on for the Silverhawks here in the 6th.
First pitch strike from Constantino. So check the runner back over at first. This one's skied high to right. That'll get out of play. 0-2 to the leadoff man in Brendan Vernon. Constantino looking to bounce back after the leadoff single. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs. One-two pitch. Breaking ball into the zone. Strike three. He had Vernon fooled, and he punches him out looking for the first out of the top of the sixth. What a pitch there from Vinny Constantino.
Great pitch right there. Breaking ball that clips back in on the inside part of the zone. A big first out for Constantino to get some momentum here in the sixth and get the leadoff man out.
Brings Landon Sandy back to the plate. Sandy 1 for 3 on the day. One pitch is low for ball 2. Two-0 is fouled back. Constantino. That one up and away, ball 3.
Now 3-1 to Sandy. This is a spot where he might get something that he likes to hit. Constantino has to be careful in a spot like this. Can't give him something over the middle.
Doesn't give him something over the middle, but he does walk Sandy to move Clark up to scoring position. So 2 on, 1 out for Luke Mitchell. Mitchell, team leader in average. Already with a multi-hit night at 2 and 3. 2 for 3. Jackson Piper up at first, courtesy running for the catcher in Landon Sandy. Swung on and tipped into the glove of Caniglio for the first strike of the at-bat, 1-1. One runs a little too far outside. That one fouled off the mask of Caniglio. Count evens at 2 and 2.
Now 2-2. Need to throw something that might get a chase out of Mitchell. Ground ball could result in a force at either second or third.
That one's going to get away from Caniglio and head to the backstop. Both runners will move up. The count now 3-2.
That one's a tough break. Not only does it take away the force, but now a pair of runners in scoring position.
Payoff pitch from Constantino. This one going to be sent to left. It'll be caught by Ziola. Able to make the grab. The runner will come in to score from third, but Ziola able to make the grab and prevent that one from causing any further damage, as well as record the second out of the inning. Junior Jays appealed to third. They thought that Clark left early, but umpires say he did not, as Clark will come in to score the fourth run of the game for the Silverhawks,
Number 7, Ty Phillips.
as Luke Mitchell with the sacrifice fly to make it a 9-4 game.
What we saw on that play by Ziola has been a pretty common theme for the Junior Jays today. Some great plays by Ziola and Teddy Stratman out in the outfield, making some difficult reads out there and making some plays that a lot of outfielders at the high school level aren't able to make. So this pitching staff has to be pretty happy with the performance of their outfield so far.
That one not quite enough on it to bend back into the zone. 3-1 now. (3-1) pitch. Inside, catches the inner part of the plate for strike two. Another payoff pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to third. Not in time.
Come on!
So Phillips walks and Piper steals third. So runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Strong at bat there from Phillips, able to draw the walk in a long at bat, and now they continue to put pressure on Constantino this inning as struggled to find the zone at points, and now runners on the corners, 2 outs, and now a prime position for Lincoln Southwest to draw a little bit closer.
That one bends, catches the outer part for strike one. This is a pinch hitter, and Cade Anderson at the plate. So he replaces the third baseman, Kason Seymour. (1-1). Low for ball 2. after a conference with Caniglio and Constantino. Constantino's 2-1. Swung on and missed by Anderson.
Constantino's got good swing and miss stuff when he's found the zone today, but it's been walks that have been the issue.
Not this time around. That one catches the inner part of the plate for strike 3. Silverhawks put across 1 in the 6th, but the Junior Jays still holding strong as they lead things 9-4. We'll head to the home half of the 6th. You're watching Class A Baseball on CPSN. Don't go anywhere. Home half of the 6th will be led off by Charlie Ziola, who has had himself quite the night at the plate and has made some great plays out and left as well. 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. He comes up for a 4th time here in the bottom of the 6th to lead things off. Mike Knockenauer alongside Colton Alder here on senior night. What could be very well the Junior Jays' last ABs at Jurgensen here for the spring season. That one runs inside as Ziola has to tiptoe his way out of the direction of that one, and it's 2-0 here to the Junior J left fielder.
Everybody wants to end the season on a high note, and the Junior Jays bats have a chance to do that in this inning. They'll have some opportunities. 5-run lead, don't feel like you have to stress out a ton. Just go out there and hit. Try and add onto this lead. Ziola starting off this at bat really well after he's had a great game so far today.
That one inside. It's a 3-0 pitch in there. Makes it a 3-1 count. So now Ziola most likely with the green light. Could very likely get a pitch to hit. 3-1. This one going to be shot to center, and it's going to be caught on the run by the second baseman in Bolt. Good play there out by the Silverhawk second baseman for out number 1.
Not an easy play there. Difficult read. That ball off the bat, had to rush after it, but good play on his part to get the first out of this inning. Jackson getting off to a solid start after his 1-2-3 frame in the 5th.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome of these ABs from Ziola and Smithburg, has been a very impressive evening here from the Junior Jays 1-2-3 hitters.
Yeah, Logan Birchfield, 2 for 3, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Charlie Ziola, 3 for 4 with 3 doubles, 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Liam Smithberg, 2 for 3 with a double, a run scored, and 3 RBI. It's been an incredible performance to watch from the 3 guys at the top of this lineup, and that's been the main reason the Junior Jays have built up this lead and will enter the top of the 7th needing just 3 outs with a 5-run lead at the bare minimum. Now they'll just look to add on any insurance they can.
0-2 to Smithberg. He'll send that one into left. 4 for 5 last night. 3 for 4 tonight for Liam Smithberg,
Brings up the catcher, number 6, Tony Caniglio.
as he has had himself a heck of a stretch here lately. These Junior J bats, they're starting to get hot at the right time. It's the calendar flipping to May tomorrow. Junior J is most likely on the road for districts. But we've seen what can happen in baseball when you get hot. I mean, you think about it, Ole Miss a couple years ago, last team in the field, ended up winning the College World Series. So you never know, as Caniglio gets plunked on the arm. So now 2 on with 1 out for the future Husker and Cal Anthony.
And going back to what you said, anything can happen when you get in. But this Junior Jays team does have experience going on the road in districts and clinching a spot. That's what they did last year, winning their district down at Papillion La Vista to punch their ticket into the state playoffs. Might have to do more of the same this year, but they have to feel at least some amount of confidence in the fact that they've got some experience. They know what they need to do in order to win those games. And at that point, just need to win, get in, and then anything can happen from that point on.
And the Millard West tournament this weekend be very telling as we near the end of regular season play. 1-1 to Anthony. He gets hit in the leg. So back-to-back hit by pitches, and the bases are loaded here for the Junior Jays.
After Jackson's control was so good for the first 11 batters that he faced, he has now hit back-to-back hitters, and that will bring an end to his day. The pinch hitter Max Petro coming up, but he will face a new pitcher as well. We'll be back here, bottom of the 6th, here at Jurgensen. Junior Jays with a 5-run lead. Bases loaded, looking to add some more runs. We'll be right back here on CPSN.
Welcome you back. Silverhawks reliever Andrew Jackson hits back-to-back Junior J hitters as he's chased from the game. And now it's Nicholas Luciani to come in to try and clean things up. Here in the bottom half of the sixth, Junior J is threatening to add more as they look to close things out here in the home finale. It's the pinch hitter in Max Petro hitting in place of Jack Cosgrove. First two pitches from Luciani miss as it's 2-0 now. Sandy will head out to have a chat with the third pitcher of the evening for Lincoln Southwest.
Luciani, not a ton of experience this year. Just 4 2/3 innings, an ERA of exactly 3. He's struck out 6 and walked 4.
That one upstairs, 3-0 now. Bases loaded, 1 out.
If you can get any runs across here for the Junior Jays, that's huge. Any advantage that you can gain heading into the 7th, it's going to be big for them, and they do get that run across on the walk from Petro.
So Petro draws a 4-pitch walk. Smithburg will come in to score the Junior Jays' 10th run of the game, make it 4 of the last 5 games they've put up double digits. As they extend their lead, equaling the biggest it's been at 6. It's 10-4.
This is the second time in a span of just 6 days that this Junior J team has put together double-digit runs against Lincoln Southwest.
That one high, but swung on by Cato. 0-2. Pitch in there for strike 3. Luciani able to strike out Cato on 3 pitches. Picks up the second out of the inning.
Big punch out there from Luciani, get his confidence up on the mound, and more importantly, get that second out. Force at any base could end the inning, but Junior Jays still threatening to add some more runs.
Garrett Anderson back up now. Led off the bottom half of the 5th with a 14-pitch at-bat. That one in the dirt, blocked by Sandy. 2-0. To Anderson. Misses high and away. 3-0.
And a walk here would be big. Get another run across. This already a big lead, but any additional insurance they can get is going to be huge for them.
3-0. Upstairs for ball 4. That will bring in Ben Marquis. Junior J lead as big as it's been. Now the game-winning run does go up to first.
Mercy rule, 10 runs after 5. If the Junior Jays get 3 more across this inning, they'll win the game without even having to go to a top of the 7th. But Just a good at bat from Anderson. Hear some of the seniors behind home plate cheering for Ben Marquis as he comes in to score from third. It's now Teddy Stratman, who is 2 for 3 today. Comes up with a chance to bring in his first run.
As that one kicks away from Sandy. And to score is Anthony. Make it 12-4.
That extends this lead even more, but now you're at a point where a base hit could potentially end it. Don't know how much the Junior Jays are going to be swinging. At this point, they have only swung at 1 pitch from Luciani since he entered the game. They've taken 12 of his 13 pitches, make it 13 of 14. That was just the 4th one that got in the strike zone.
Two one, misses up and away.
If Stratman gets on, it would be the senior Logan Birchfield that would come up to the plate with a chance to walk it off.
3-1, skied high. And Sandy will run out of room as that one will squeak out of play. Count goes full. Stratman fouls off the 3-1, make it 3-2. Luciani looking to get the Silverhawks to a top of the 7th. This one blooped into right. Bolt to make the play. A great play out there in right by the Silverhawk second baseman. He had to run a long ways for that one. And that will do it for the 6th. Junior Jays tack on 3 more. They're feeling good. 8-run lead as we head to the final frame here at Jurgensen on senior night. 12-4. Junior J lead. Don't go anywhere. Final frame coming up. Junior J is 3 outs away from a senior day victory here at Jurgensen. Caleb Bolt. This one fielded, mishandled by Logan Birchfield over at second. It was a softly lined play to second, but it looked like Birchfield was a little indecisive on whether he should come up and try and catch the ball in the air or just play it. Ends up mishandling it. And Bolt reaches to lead off the top of the 7th.
That's been kind of similar to some of the plays we've seen already so far. This wet turf surface causing some strange hops and misplays.
That one fouled off the light pole here at Jurgensen. 1-1 pitch. This one going to be driven to left. That'll get down. Bolt up to second. Alex Vokoun with a single. So first 2 hitters of the top of the 7th reach for Lincoln Southwest.
Just some strong hitting to open off this inning. Now they've got a pair of runners on. They've been a lot more aggressive swinging so far in the 7th. Constantino getting some more pitches into the zone. Far they've been hitting him well this frame.
That one misses for ball 1. Joaquin Olivas up to the plate. This one grounded up the middle. Birchfield will take it himself at second, but his throw to first is offline. Olivas will stay put at first, but a run will come in to score off the throwing error from Birchfield. So make it 12-5 now with 1 out. And a runner on first.
Number 10, Brandon Clark.
9-hitter Brandon Clark coming down to the plate now.
And the error in the grand scheme of things doesn't affect too much. Not too concerned about that runner anyway, and they do at least get 1 out on the play. Even though the run scores, probably can't be too upset about it.
0-1, fouled off. Oh, 2 up and in. One-two pitch, swung on in the dirt. First base is occupied, so it will be a strikeout to Garrett Clark for the second out. As Lincoln Southwest now down to their final out. As the Junior Jays look to close things out and end the season at Jurgensen on a high note.
I just need 1 more out. End this home stretch of the season with a win and carry some momentum into some critical late season games. Assuming this lead holds, it will be the 5th straight win for the Junior Jays, as it appears like they're getting hot at exactly the right time, with districts set to come up shortly. They'll close off April very strong.
Now it misses low for ball 2, as you mentioned. Very strong end to the month of April for the Junior Jays. With this win, it'll be 5 in a row as they head to the Millard South Invitational this weekend. 3-1 from Constantino to Vernon. Finds the zone. Full count. Payoff pitch from Constantino. That one just misses for ball 4.
That was so close to being the third and final out of the inning, but the game will continue. At least one more batter. A strong at bat from Vernon. Now with 2 outs, Landon Sandy coming back up to the plate. Constantino still needing just one more out to seal a victory.
Constantino kicks, deals. Outside part of the plate for strike 2.
Now 0-2 count. Good start to this at bat for Constantino. Just needs to get one more pitch.
Constantino's 0-2. This one skied in the air to center. Underneath to make the catch is Teddy Stratman, and that will do it. Junior Jays with a 12-5 win here on senior night as they close out play at Jurgensen with a win over Lincoln Southwest here this evening. As that'll do it for you and I, Colton, for Prep Baseball here on CPSN. Anything you want to add before we sign things off?
It's been a blast covering this team for the last 3 years. So many great games that we've seen here at Jurgensen. Some of them very long, some of them very short. Shout out Sam Bespoyosny. But this game, glad to see the Junior Jays end off on a victory. This offense performing really well today. Top third of the order, just dominating all throughout. And after 3 years up here, glad to end off on a victory and this era on a high note.
Absolutely. As that will do it here this evening from Jurgensen. As you said, these 3 years covering Prep Baseball come to an end. We'll just want to thank all of you for all of your continued support. Really, really meant a lot to both of us that we were able to bring you guys Creighton Prep Baseball over these past few years, and it's experiences that we will cherish for the rest of our lives. So we can't thank you all enough. For Jason Weist, our camera operator, alongside Colton Alder, I'm Mike Knockenhauer. Thank you all so much for tuning in this evening. Junior Jays with a offensive frenzy. 12-5 win here to close out play at Jurgensen here in 2025. We'll sign things off one more time. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your evening. Good night.